Welcome back everyone, it's Charlie. This is going to be my new Justice League video. HBO just dropped a teaser. There's a brand new series that they're doing with Bad Robot. It's going to be a big budget Justice League Dark series, so we'll break it all down. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. We're doing an Amazon giveaway. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber and let me know which other big budget series you want them to do on HBO Max. So we'll just go down the list here starting with number 5. If you missed the news this afternoon, HBO Max revealed that they're doing a brand new Justice League Dark series. It's going to be big budget, think the Marvel Disney Plus series with the MCU actors playing their characters, big budget like that. There have been several attempts to do a Justice League Dark movie in the past 10 years. Just look at Guillermo del Toro. Press F in the chat for Guillermo del Toro's Justice League Dark movie. The script from that leaked a little while ago. It sounds like it would have been fantastic, but it was just way too weird for the last regime at Warner Brothers. Now it sounds like they're totally down for it, and they have the same problem that Disney Plus has right now. They're desperately in need of new high-value content, and they just don't have that much. HBO Max is launching next month, and they just don't have a ton of brand new content that they're launching with, so it's going to be a while before a lot of these really big budget DC series start happening. It's the same thing with the big budget Marvel series that Disney Plus is doing. The basic team for the series would be Constantine, Swamp Thing, Zatanna, Deadman, Madame Xanadu, with the possibility of people like Dr. Fate, the Demon Etrigan, a bunch of other magic-based DC characters and villains. Really, we only have Shazam right now in terms of big magic-based characters in the movies, so think more along those lines, more magic-based DC people. 4. If you're not a big comic book reader, DC is literally getting ready to release a brand new Justice League Apokolips War animated movie with a bunch of these Justice League Dark characters like Constantine. That's probably a good place to start if you're brand new to the concept of Justice League Dark. They released another animated movie a couple years ago with Batman and some of the core characters. It was pretty solid, so there is a lot of Justice League Dark content out there already, but most of it is animated. In terms of live-action Justice League Dark, everybody knows Matt Ryan as Constantine. He's been on Legends of Tomorrow in the DC TV universe for a long time now. Keanu Reeves also played Constantine in the movies a long time ago. You may remember Scott Derrickson recently departed the Doctor Strange 2 movie at Marvel. He did say that if he ever did a DC movie, Constantine was his favorite character. He would love to do a Constantine sequel at some point. HBO didn't say whether or not Matt Ryan is going to come back for the series, since HBO Max DC series won't be super connected to the DC TV shows on the CW network. So I'll explain how that's going to work. 3. How are all these new HBO DC series, the big budget ones, going to be connected to the movies and then all the other DC TV stuff? During the Crisis on Infinite Earths ending scene, they did this big montage of the multiverse as Oliver Queen was rebooting it using his Spectre powers. During that montage, you see a bunch of non-DC TV series and characters. It does a good job of illustrating how all those are tied together loosely through the concept of the multiverse and how that's different from the DC TV shows, which are all on Earth Prime right now. Here's that clip.
Every existence multiplied by possibility. And spread out before space and time in infinite measure. Civilizations rose and fell. And rose again across reality's grasping expanse. Life, a precious gift, persevering in the face of every obstacle. Until, finally, the Age of Heroes was born.
So if it wasn't clear from that clip, all the DC TV shows from the CW, what we think of as the proper Arrowverse, Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, the upcoming Superman TV show that's going to debut later this year, now Black Lightning as of Crisis, Supergirl, and Batwoman, those are all taking place on Earth Prime. They're deeply connected to each other. They reference each other all the time. There's like a couple different levels of DC content depending on where you get it. There's the animated stuff, there's the huge big budget movie stuff, then you have all the different TV shows on all the different networks that are loosely connected. The reason the Titans, Stargirl, Swamp Thing, and the new HBO Green Lantern series are all in different universes are because 1, they're on different networks, and 2, the Crisis on Infinite Earths producers confirmed that when they started making those other shows, the showrunners of those shows were told that they would be able to do their own thing and they wouldn't have to worry about crossing over with the DC TV shows if they didn't want to. But they could if they did want to. So number 2, all the DC shows on HBO Max will be connected from the start loosely, with the opportunity to cross over with DC TV stuff if they ever want to, but don't expect that to happen a lot. Best example is the big budget HBO Green Lantern show. That'll wind up premiering before the new Justice League series, but they haven't said when it's going to start filming just because everybody's on lockdown right now. It's going to follow Sinestro, Hal Jordan, and Jon Stewart over the course of many different years across the timeline, like the way that Arrow did the flashbacks every season. I'm using Green Lantern movie footage, but a lot of these Green Lantern movie characters won't be coming back. It'll be completely different actors playing these characters, like Ryan Reynolds won't come back as Hal Jordan.
And please don't make the super suit green or animated.
But you'll see Sinestro when he was younger and a member of the Green Lantern Corps, Hal Jordan when he was a rookie Green Lantern under him. Then later in the timeline, you'll see Sinestro after he gets the Yellow Lantern ring and starts to form the Sinestro Corps in an older version of Hal Jordan doing the same thing, mentoring a brand new Jon Stewart Green Lantern. But because they're not deeply connected to the DC TV stuff in the Arrowverse, don't automatically expect Diggle to cross over. The Green Lantern teaser in the Arrow finale implied that the Diggle Green Lantern stuff is probably going to be handled on the new Superman TV show. That was what they meant when they said that he and Lila were moving to Metropolis, wink wink, because that's where the new Superman TV show is going to take place.
Is that this universe is far bigger than any of us could have dared imagine.
And as for a Green Lantern HBO and Justice League Dark HBO crossover, I mean, how often is there really a reason for Hal Jordan to cross over with Constantine and Swamp Thing? Two completely different genres. Most of that Green Lantern series is going to be set in outer space anyway, so early seasons, not expecting a ton of crossover with the HBO stuff. As for DC movie crossover, it does sound like DC is trying to figure out its new Justice League movie timeline and give each of the different filmmakers of the big movies their own space to do whatever they want. I think the Flashpoint movie is supposed to clean up some of that, but that movie won't be happening for a couple of years, so I think they're taking it on a movie-by-movie basis. So some movies will still be connected to the Justice League timeline, like the Aquaman sequels, the Wonder Woman sequels. But Robert Pattinson's Batman is a good example. His Batman movies are going to take place in the past, and it's not meant to be a prequel to the Ben Affleck Batman. They're just going to do their own thing and sort of set up this new timeline of Batman in the DC universe. Think of him as sort of an alternate timeline. They could connect with other DC movies in the future if they want to, in success, but for the most part, this first new Batman movie is going to be its own thing in the past. And according to a lot of the other DC filmmakers, they're not planning on doing another Justice League movie for several years, so it's going to be a long time before we're talking about that again. So number one, what is going on with the movies right now? Well, the Batman movie was almost halfway done filming when they had to stop for the virus, but based on the current timeline for when they're expecting to start filming again later this year, they will still make their release date of June 2021. As much as it sucks that everybody has to be trapped in their homes and everyone's on lockdown and everything is delayed, the break actually benefits a lot of these big movies in that it gives them more time to rework the script and rethink some of their creative so that when they go back to start filming again, it'll give them the time to make the movie better. And I think we all just want really good DC movies. Wonder Woman 1984 was delayed from June this year to August, just a couple months, not that big a deal. They finished the movie a long time ago. They're not really going to change anything about the movie during the break. Jason Momoa has been hyping up Aquaman 2, but that movie won't be released till 2022, so they haven't even gotten close to starting that yet. Everyone let me know in the comments though, what do you want them to do with this new Justice League Dark big budget series, and which other big budget DC series do you want them to do on HBO Max? Everyone's also been asking me about all this Snyder Cut stuff. If they release some alternate cut of Justice League on HBO Max, of course I'll do an Easter egg video for it, but I'm not expecting them to do that right now. Everyone click here for that new John Krasinski Marvel Phase 4 clip, and click here for the Batman teaser trailer and Easter eggs video. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe. I'll see you guys tonight.